Hey everybody, back to some Dark Souls 2. We are about to leave the Shrine of Amana and get into the Undead Crypt and go see what is to be found down here. I mean, you know, the name kind of makes it obvious what we can expect. It's, well, it's an Undead Crypt. Alright, and we are just a few feet away from the entrance there. I want to take one last little look around. You know, I'm 99.9% sure I'm missing something here. There's a sunken chest or some little something right around here. I don't know, it's been a while since I've been here, but yeah, I have this strong feeling I'm forgetting something. Something that's actually even semi-important. And I don't know, if one of you guys are saying, hey, why did you walk past such and such? Well, you know, leave it in the comment section below, 'cause I'm really kind of curious. Kind of eating at me. I'm not going to go Google it. I'm just have that nagging feeling that I'm skipping something. Anyway, we're going to get into another really long elevator ride. Now, I want to keep in mind that we already took one of these rides just to get down here. Okay? Now, the Shrine of Amana, other than the shimmery surface water hiding lethal ledges just under the water, other than that, it's not a really dark area, considering we're supposed to be way, way, way underground, right? Well, here now we're even farther underground. We're like twice as far underground, and we're supposed to be in a crypt. And it's pretty well lit for a lightless, lifeless area, in my opinion. Not to complain, but just an observation here from a Dark Souls perspective is I wouldn't expect to even be able to see the walls here. If this is, say, like, I don't know, a Tomb of the Giants equivalent type of deal, then I shouldn't be able to see even 3 inches in front of my face. And all the enemies should essentially be reaching out from the dark and basically appearing out of thin air and, you know, slapping my face type thing, and that doesn't happen down here. I mean, even the zombies are carrying torches, guys. I don't know. It's not a dark crypt, and it doesn't carry that same, oh my god, I'm afraid to even step forward 2 steps because I don't know if A, I'm going to fall off something, B, something's going to attack me, C, I'm going to get pelted by some ranged magic or weapon or something, or all of that. That whole sense of, well, I don't know, trepidation that I had in Tomb of the Giants, it's not here. I don't feel that. I mean, this place has its share of enemies, but considering a place where light is quote-unquote not even supposed to be allowed, there certainly are a lot of torches here to introduce me to the area. I'm standing under one right now, as a matter of fact. Just an observation, you know. I mean, it's cool, it's another area, but it seems to be more of a gauntlet setup with a number of enemies and maybe a corner or two for dark phantoms to hide in New Game Plus. And other than that, no real surprises here. Nothing, no learning curve here, I guess, as far as where you can and can't step and where you can and can't go, and, you know, that type of thing. Anyway, alright, so we have these, I don't know, what are they, clerics? Maybe just casting their hexes, corrupted clerics or something. So these things are relatively slow moving, and they aren't like homing projectiles, so they're not going to follow you around corners, so they're pretty easy to avoid. I've heard some reviews on Dark Souls, and it's going to be quite a bit of this, just inching my way through areas, you know, as fight waves of enemies types of thing. But I've heard reviews, and one guy made a really good point. He said a lot of what made the first Dark Souls was, besides the difficulty, it was the uniqueness of the environments. It was always not just going to be really, really perilous, and every time you turn a corner it was deadly, but it was a new kind of deadly. I mean, until you just got really, really, really familiar with an area, you almost didn't even want to look around the next corner because you knew it was going to be something. And it was going to be something that if you didn't have split-second reactions was probably going to kill you instantly. Or push you off a ledge, you know, something. One way or another was going to kill you. Now, see, this guy says, do not produce light. You have no light here. And I'm supposing he means from essentially this point forth or whatever. But like I said, when I first got here, I was met with torches. Those people have been here all this time with torches. Why can't I have one too? I don't know. But follow out dialogue with this guy. He teaches us a gesture, and he becomes a pretty good merchant. He has a lot of human effigies to sell. I think he has some Elizabeth mushrooms and stuff like that. And so what I do here is, once I get my gesture and turn him into a merchant, I go and pop a whole crap load of souls, which I probably didn't need to. I probably could have just gone and killed some stuff and come back, but doesn't matter. And bought out everything of his that I wanted. I believe he had the Ring of Thorns +1 also, which is cool. Alright, now he will also be a summons for the boss at the end of this area. And I believe going through all the dialogue with him is mandatory to get him as a summons. He's a decent summons. He doesn't have a whole lot of health, but he has a really cool sword. I think it's called the Black Crypt Sword, or the Crypt Black Sword, or the Crypt Great Sword, or something like that. Crypt Ultra Great Sword, maybe? I don't know. It's got a unique, kind of a stone block-shaped blade. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'm really not wanting to follow him casually over a ledge as I'm attacking him. That's my greater fear. It's not so much just him, it's the fact that if I follow him over, I'm dead too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go heal up. Live to fight another day, as they say. That was close. Alright. That was the exact thing that I didn't want to do. Okay, I'm trying to remember. There's, I think you can go under here. Now, I'm going to try to get all the loot that I can. All the loot that I know about. The important stuff, at least. I remember quite a few places here. Although, I think I missed one, secret door coming in that leads to, well, something. Estus Flash Shard or something. So I did remember this little hidden ladder over here. That'll work. Another free fire seed. I believe my glove is maxed out now. I did go spend a whole bunch of souls when I first got here, what I had left over from the Shrine of Amana, totally forgetting about that merchant right there at the beginning. Wound up cracking a whole bunch more souls out of my pocket to buy stuff with him. And then, in hindsight, I probably didn't have to do that. I could have probably just killed a bunch of stuff here and gone back, but yeah, be that as it may. I'm basically leveled to where I'm going to be. I doubt I'm going to level much more, if any. I have my vitality to where I can fast roll with my stuff. I have my dexterity to 100, so I'm getting the same invincibility frames, roughly, that I would get fast rolling in Dark Souls 1, so I'm much more comfortable with the way my character's acting. Doesn't necessarily mean my play is any better, but I'm at least more comfortable with it. Okay, now these zombies are gonna at some point, I don't remember if there's a bell right here, but I know later there's a friggin' bell that they start ringing, and it summons these guys out of these tombstone things. Anyway, but you can crush them. They take a certain amount of damage, and then that's it. And usually when you finish them off, one more will spawn like that right there. And they will also spawn as soon as you start attacking it. But if you can get them out of the way, they will never respawn. I don't believe they even respawn even if you die. I believe they are gone for that playthrough. Now, if you want to farm those ghosts that they are spawning, you're obviously going to want to keep them around for that. But even then, if you get into an area like, say, where there's a bell and you want to ring the bell to spawn these guys, you may wind up spawning 3 or 4 of these guys at the same time. And they do a hefty amount of damage. They don't have a lot of health, but they do a lot of damage. And then they have pyromancies also on top of that, so... Me, personally, I'm just going to get them out of the way as soon as possible. Okay, now I believe there is a ring around here somewhere. that helps you with your equipment endurance. What do they call it? Ash knuckle ring? Something. Okay. Nice. 3-piece. All right. Now let me light my bonfire. Great farming spot for souls. In my opinion, if not the best, one of the best farming spots in the game for souls, because these zombies will spawn essentially forever. And if you get those crypts, those tombstones out of the way, and these guys will spawn, I guess, until they get tired. Honestly, I'm not sure, because I've never really worried much about souls in Dark Souls 2. They seem to be more than plentiful, so I've never really seen a need to farm anywhere. But if you needed a pocket full of souls, and with the quickness, just stand around here and farm those idiots, because they will keep spawning and spawning and spawning. Those ghosts, those phantoms, whatever those things are that are popping out of the tombstones, they have a pretty good drop rate on dropping whatever it is they drop. Seems like they're capable of dropping a spell, I think, like a pyromancy. Also think they drop a certain kind of herb, like a will to dusk herb or something like that. And not to mention other things. But I think their drop rate is pretty high. Like I say, I sit here and kill zombies all day long. Kind of like to move along a little bit here. Okay, now this is dangerous because you have a caster up there. And yeah, getting cornered like I just tried to do right there, not wise at all. And then if you flee into this room up here, guess what? There's an NPC invader. So this is a very brief respite here. I'm actually very lucky to survive this, to tell you the truth. The sword is definitely directional. If you miss, you're going to pay for it. If you hit, you get rewarded, but if you miss, oh man. Sometimes the penalty's pretty high. I'm trying to get my threats out of the way before I deal with this guy if I can. I know patience is the key with this sword. It really is. Get greedy and go in for that second hit right there and be left wide open and be dead. That's it. Especially now that I'm almost out of health. That was pretty close. That was actually real close. I wasn't going to take another hit from either of those guys, I don't think. Alright, so get this caster out of the way, and she's hiding something up there. There's also a little ladder to get up to where she's at. Okay, well, apparently there's no more enemies out there to come and harass me. The way the aim and fire buttons are on the bow are, in Dark Souls 1, I would put the bow in my left hand, my shield in my left hand, and I never really too much thought about it anymore. If I was using my bow, it was usually from a distance, and it was usually, in fact, 99.9% of the time, player versus environment stuff. So I only switched to my bow to snipe, you know, environment enemies, and then had the shield in my hand or on my back the rest of the time. And then my right hand was my pyromancy glove or my sword. And when you switch to your bow, you know, it was left button, pull your bow up, left button to aim, and then right button to fire. And it was just, well, I guess it's more just habit than anything else. It was just natural. It felt natural to me. And this one, it's a little more awkward. You, if you want to fire with the bow in your left hand, you actually have to aim with your right button, and that's not natural to me. That feels like my fire button, and I'm not comfortable aiming with it like that. It's a little bit awkward, so I can't really put my bow and my glove in the hands that I would prefer. Yeah, this isn't cool. Live to fight another day. Retreat! Alright. Yeah, you know what? You want to shoot stuff at me. I got something too. I'd shoot some fire at you. How about that? Honestly, if that's Spectre, I guess maybe they're called Spectres. That thing hits you with that full combo, 1, 2, 3, you're probably dead. Even in heavier armor, you're still probably dead. And these guys are spawning, attacking me. They're like pre-firing me as I come by. I really just want to destroy that damn thing, and I guess they know it. They're like, you're not gonna mess with my house anymore. All right, well, you know what? Suck on that. There you go. How'd that taste? Like that? Nice. They are not resistant to fire whatsoever, obviously. Alright. Probably my absolute favorite spell in the first Dark Souls. Fire Tempest. Oh my gosh. Man, I love that thing. Okay, so after like half an hour, I finally get to actually make it past this set of stairs right here. Yeah, sorry guys. But I didn't die, at least. I mean, that's something. Alright, so we'll have ghosts popping out of the walls here. Reminding me of the ghosts down in New Londo. Sort of. Make the same, well, of course they make the exact same noise, so... But they don't follow you and chase you down the hallway while the shield guys try to molest you at the same time and all that. So, yeah, not real Dark Soulsy. And notice how well lit this hallway is. I mean, if we're 500 miles underground, why is it so friendly? Seriously, environmentally friendly. That's what I'm gonna call it. You can get lucky and get a flame behind those guys, you can do some actual decent damage to them. There we go, I paid for it, but... Put a little hurt on that dude. If you wait for them to do their shield combo, they're usually pretty open, at least for a second. Ouch. Wow. Yeah, that's one. I believe they can chase you all the way back out in this room, too. I believe they can. And he dropped something. I do not remember what these guys dropped. Maybe their shield? It's a big-ass shield, I'll tell you that. This thing's literally probably weigh 40 pounds apiece. Wouldn't doubt it. Leggings, huh? Probably everything you pick up from them is going to be heavy. I mean, heavy, heavy. Okay, now this is interesting. Now this is, I know there's definitely at least 2 bells down here, and quite a few of those coffin lid, tombstones, whatever, that spawn the specters. And I believe each time these zombies pop up, they'll make a beeline for the bell, and if you let them hit it, or you hit it in the process of killing them, either way, you summon a specter out of like all those tombstones at once. So you can get 3 or 4 of them spawning on you at the same time. But I know there's a Pharaoh's Lockstone contraption down here, and that is really what I'm down here for. Otherwise, I could honestly just sprint right through this and take the pathway that's, I think from where I'm facing right now, it's that door right there to the left. I believe that's it. It's one of these corner doors, and you can just sprint down the hallway and just go on about your business. Bypass this altogether, but there's actually quite a bit of stuff to be had right here, and so for the sake of the video, I'll grab it all. But I'm gonna definitely get these out of the way, because if it just keeps spawning these guys on me, I'm toast. At some point, I'm gonna get tripped up on one of these tombstones here, or something. Yeah, Fire Tempest is nice to have right here. It really is. And see, it's better to have 2 of them than like 4 of them. Honestly, I'd like to have none of them on me right now. I'd really like to get these tombstones out of the way like right now. Like I said, if they hit you with a 3-piece combo, you're dead. If you get 4 of them that just hit you once at the same time, you're also dead. These guys are pretty brutal, actually. Alright, now they're steadily ringing the bell. Now I have some of those tombstones out of the way. One of these tombstones is hidden down at the end of one of these hallways also. And it will sometimes have spawned a specter who's not really necessarily aggroed on you, but as soon as you go to step into that hallway, he lays into you. There might be a secret door there too. Seems like one of those hallways does extend. Sometimes messages will keep you from being able to activate a door simply because they're close to the door, and I'm sure sometimes the messages are placed there specifically for that reason. Somebody who's trolling not even for the pleasure of trolling, because they don't get to see the reaction, they just do it just because it's in their blood to do so. Yeah. Alright. Ring that bell all you want to. I pretty much have most of those tombstones out of the way. Like I said, I think there's one more in one of the hallways, and that should be it. Then we can worry about getting the Pharaoh's Lockstone. They can ring the bell all they want after that. I really couldn't care less. They're going to keep spawning regardless, so... Yeah, like, dude, just shut up. Seriously. Usually killing that stupid zombie, and they essentially spawn a zombie not too far from that bell. And his whole job is to do just that. Okay. Yeah, I still have a tombstone somewhere. Let me get rid of this guy and go find it and just get rid of it. There it is. Alright. Like I said, he can ring the bell all he wants now. Those things are done and taken care of. Need to find this Pharaoh's Lockstone. I believe it's behind a hidden door that you have to activate. It's on one of these blank walls here. There we go. Finally. Okay, now I think there's a spell and a unique weapon back here. Yeah, Great Lightning Spear. There we go. It's actually a decent miracle, really. Alright. So I'm essentially done right here. Like I said, I think maybe one of those hallways still might foster a hidden door at the end of it. I don't know. But if you come out here, come straight up here, you have a shortcut. Alright, now this is so you can bypass all that crap I just went through and go back to that bonfire that's in that room, where it'll spawn a few zombies, but that's all you really have to deal with. And then you can make a straight shot here. So they've, well, I hate to say it, with all these torches that have kindly lit up this area for you and a shortcut that goes essentially straight back to that bonfire, they've made this... Well, I don't want to say they made the boss easy, but there's no penalty for dying. If you die, you get set back about 10 feet, come through here, run through all these knights that are set up in this hallway, and then fight the boss again. Wash, rinse, and repeat until you finally get it. Yeah, I guess I am complaining a little bit. It's more of a beat your head against the wall until you win, rather than, you know, learn the area type of thing. Anyway. Okay, now this guy, when he rings the bell, he will spawn a specter out of 4 or 6 of these pillars leading down this hallway, and then you'll have to fight them along with the knights, which you can draw them out essentially 1 or 2 at a time by just sniping them from a distance with your bow. But best if you just kill him. Don't let him ring the bell at all. Watch out when you kill him that you don't ring the bell yourself with an errant swing from your sword. Alright, but to get human again, just in case there's any summons here for me that I can use, at least to summon my NPC. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and help somebody and get human real quick and do a test run. Haven't fought this boss in a long time, so might as well get a little quick refresher course. help him clear these guys out. While I'm waiting to find the summons, I'll go ahead and clear them out in my game too, and so you guys won't have to sit through that. These guys have kind of an aggro range on them. If you get in a certain distance, they'll charge you. Usually 2 or 3 at a time. So you can kind of just, you know, inch forward a little bit till you get a couple of their attention, deal with them, and then, you know, wash, rinse, and repeat. Not so bad. If I'd have got that off, that would have done some work, I think, honestly. Oh well. Funny, it's when you're backstabbing somebody, you're invincible, but so is the person you're backstabbing. Should just be 2 more of these guys. The NPC is over there to the left somewhere by one of the pillars. The Crypt dude. Yeah, we'll holler at you. When that power attack connects, it connects. Alright. Let's have our friendly NPC here. Let's go do this thing. Apparently he's already been here once. No cutscene. This guy can be a little bit tedious when you're just absolutely completely by yourself, because he does have a tendency. There's one move in particular that doesn't project real well. He has a very, very large hitbox on his swings, and he's not quite as predictable as some other bosses. I say there's one move in particular where it doesn't give you much warning at all. Kind of pops it off, and it does a decent amount of damage. Like I say, his follow-through, look at the hitbox. It was almost behind him. So yeah, if you get in a situation where you mistime a roll or something and you just have to heal, you really might not have time to get that second heal before he does some other stun lock or insta-kill type stuff. But we got lucky there, alright? So, it's like, whatever. You win some, you lose some. Shrug, shrug. Alright. So now, my world, round 2. Ding, ding. Find my NPC. My grave warden buddy. Here we go, just somebody to draw some attention away from me for a little bit. He's not a mandatory NPC to any stories in the game. This will be the only time we see this guy, at least that I know of. I don't believe there's any trophies associated with him or anything like that, anyway. There's a few other NPCs like that you only see one time. There's a guy down by the Knight Rider in Heidi's Tower. There's one you can summon by the Ruin Sentinels in that little side room. That's one that you never see later on. I think there's a couple others. There's this guy right here and a few others. See, he projects that really well, but some of his moves, not so much. His overhand is a bitch, though. Oh my gosh. Like, see, those are hitting me for a quarter to a third, you know, something like that. His overhand, it might one-shot me. Right here, I have a decent amount of health, but not a whole lot of armor. And yeah, I think one solid shot from an overhand would probably one hit me. Real close, anyway. Now, I'm not sure. I think he's buffing himself. I think his attack goes up when he does that. His defense is also, maybe. Wow, look at that. I was behind him and it took half my health. That's wow. You know, from what I recall, he's not a whole lot worse on New Game Plus, though. Gets a little more stout, but not I don't know, it wasn't real noticeable, in my opinion. But, several of my playthroughs, he was a real bitch on first game, though. New game? Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's given me the blues before. Okay, now it's just mono v mono right here, man. And I need to heal. Now, good thing is I still have some pillars left because we kept him at that end. And this is kind of like a Smo Ornstein type thing, where if you need to heal, you can get him caught breaking a pillar or trying to get around a pillar, and to give you that split second you need to drink an Estus or whatever. And I'm having to do that a little more often than I'd like. Really? I'm surprised that second one didn't hit me, honestly. Wow. See, he didn't project that one much at all. It's kind of hard to avoid. And I should pay for that miss. For that bad swing. I should pay for that. That is normally one of those moves that you pay for with your life. Most definitely. Dark Souls has never been forgiving for that type of stuff. Run out of stamina, swing too often, miss with your back wide open to your enemy. You're going to pay for that. Your enemy's going to attack even when it's not supposed to attack. Just to make you pay for that. Yeah. Okay, now, I have the king down here, right? This is the first time this has ever happened. Now check this out, guys. And somebody, if you know why, let me know. Because this never happened to me before. I'm missing something. But look at this. Okay. Now I'm thinking, okay, maybe I missed. Well, I'm 99% sure I didn't miss that time. Okay, might have missed there. I know damn well I didn't miss right there, though. What's going on? Why will this dude not aggro? I wanted to fight, what's his name, King Vendrick? I wanted to fight him right here. Right here, right now. I was all looking forward to it. This was going to be another 5-6 minute video. If I could just get him to react. I don't know. I can't shoot him with my bow. I actually started to pout right here. I'm like, really? Like, you know, I'm just going to take my toys and go home then, you know. Wah. Seriously. I don't understand. He wouldn't aggro at all. Alright, so, you know, I give up. I will go on to the next area or whatever. May even go put in some Dark Souls 1 and work on that a little bit. But, yeah. I had to give up on this guy. It wasn't anything I could do to piss him off. And he's going to drag his sword around the floor, I guess. Alright, well, have fun with that, big bro. I'll catch you later. And I will catch you guys later. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Remember to subscribe, share, and like. Alright, guys. Appreciate it, man. Y'all take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. I put links to more Dark Souls in the top box, and for complete listings of all my videos, click on the bottom box. And to subscribe and join the Ninja Flip, smash on that button up top. You can also follow on Facebook and Twitter to get notified when new videos are up. The links are below in the artwork and in the About section. Y'all take care.